as members of GATT and also later member of WTO. So they have these rounds of meetings and then try to agree on trade uh, rules and regulation. Okay, and they set this WTO as to perform the role as a police, okay, trade police, okay, for the world trading activity. Okay, but again, WTO is not seen as very friendly to to certain countries. Okay, especially China. All right. So here are some of the things that the WTO are currently focusing on. Protectionism in agriculture, number two. Right. So they are trying to persuade countries in this whole world to actually open up their agricultural business, which is not easy. Okay, because there are many countries in this world they want to protect their agricultural activity. It's not easy to penetrate an agriculture sector in other countries. Okay, aside from that, anti-dumping policies and also protecting intellectual property. So these are some of the things being focused by WTO right now. And then market access for non-agricultural goods and also services, right? And then this is an old scenario, Doha, okay, Doha talk. So basically, you as future managers, you need to understand what are the implications of this government intervention towards your business, towards you as managers. Okay, so there are two. Trade barriers impact your firm strategy, and firms can play a role in promoting free trade or trade barriers. Okay, so trade theory suggests why dispersing production activities globally can be beneficial. Okay, dispersing means that you can produce your products not just in one place but in several places. However, trade barriers may limit a firm's ability to do so. Okay, so trade barriers will raise the cost of exporting and quotas will limit export. So firms may have to locate production activities within a country to meet local content regulation, like the car producing companies are doing in Malaysia, in Thailand, in Indonesia, okay, because of these trade barriers. All right. So the threat of future trade barriers can influence firm strategy. All right. So for Japanese companies, for Japanese automotive companies, if they want to secure the market in Southeast Asia, so they have to strategize, all right, properly. They cannot do business as usual. No. Okay, because of this trade barrier. So they need to change their strategy, adapt. Okay, adapt to the situation. They cannot simply influence the government to change their policy. Right? It's not easy. It's not an easy process. And international firms have an incentive to lobby for free trade and keep protectionist pressures from causing them to have to change strategies. And while there may be short-run benefits to having government protection in some situations, in the long run, this can be backfire and other governments can retaliate, making it more difficult to construct a globally dispersed production system. This is true to a certain extent. Okay, if a government of a certain country they protect their local customers or local producers to a certain extent, okay, the other governments may also do the same thing, right? So it's going to be a lose situation for the customers. So within this region, Southeast Asian region, okay, the governments of ASEAN countries, they actually agree to form a cooperation, which is called AFTA, AFTA, ASEAN Free Trade Area. Right. So, but I'm not going to talk about that now. Okay, we're going to talk about that in the coming chapters. Okay, ASEAN Free Trade Area under regional economic integration. Okay, that agreement is basically to facilitate trade between ASEAN countries. All right. Next class is on blah blah blah. Sorry. Next class is on Thursday. Okay. Am I right? Meow. Okay. So next Thursday, okay, next Thursday. So next Thursday there will be a quiz. Quiz number one, because many people were asking about quiz. So I will give you a quiz chapter on globalization. Okay, the first two chapters. Okay, the first two chapters. It will be an open book quiz, so don't worry. All right. And the link is already prepared, but I will change the dates and also the timing. Okay, for Thursday. And then for your business simulation, actually, I want to, based on your group, okay, I want you play to play a business simulation. Okay. This simulation is called this is a fun simulation. Okay. This simulation is called Monsoon Sim. I don't know whether you have heard of it or not. All right. Yeah, Monsoon Sim. Okay. Okay, but what I want you to do is to become a member. All right. So if you go to, so you are going to work according to your group. Okay, that you have already established, that you have already formed. All right. So what you need to do later, you go to monsoonsim.com and then you register. Okay. And then once you have already registered, you cannot do anything, okay, except that you have registered as a member. You wait for my instruction. Okay, I will teach you on how to play this simulation. Okay, this simulation is basically will introduce you about ERP, the concept of ERP. ERP stands for Enterprise Resource Planning. Okay. Uh, so when you want to sign up as a member, please make sure that you use your common email address and then use simple password only. Okay, don't use complicated password. All right. And then I will prepare the game code for you. And then next week you guys will be on Thursday. Okay. Or you want to do it this Thursday? The quiz will not be long. You want to play Monsoon Sim this Thursday? Pula dah. You want to learn about Monsoon Sim this Thursday? Okay. All right. All right. So, but make sure that when you want to play this simulation, when you want to use this simulation, you don't use your handphone. You can use your handphone, but the screen is going to be very small. You need to do some actions on the screen. All right. So try to use a laptop. So we have this concept of BYOD, bring your own device. Okay, when you go for a competition. For your information, UTM became champion during the last national competition organized by USM online. Last this month is October, right? Last September or last October? Okay. Team from engineering students. Okay, they became champion Malaysia level. And then last year also UTM became champion, number one and also number two. Okay, UTM. Number one accounting students, number two a combination of business student, also business student and also engineering student. For your information, at the moment we have an international competition going on. All right. If you go to MERMC means Monsoon Sim Enterprise Resource Management Competition. If you choose MERMC 2021, you can read the information on international competition. Okay, which is currently going on. The next game is on the 20th, right? The next game is on the 20th. So for your information, this image, the image that you are looking right now, all right, this is the competition in Hong Kong when we under normal situation, all right. These are UTM students, okay, this lady, this lady, and then the other 3 people. All right. So this is the UTM team, the only UTM team, okay, representing Malaysia. We also have teams from USM and also, I think, USM. Okay. So we represented Malaysia. All right. Champion for Indonesia became champion. Okay. For 2020. 2019, a university from Thailand. 2021 has yet to complete. Okay. All right. Okay. So, which means that next Thursday, I'm going to introduce you to this business simulation, okay, for about 1 hour. Right. So we are going to use this simulation for several times, and you are going to write some reflection, okay, as a team, okay, on how you understand the concept of enterprise resource management, okay, under ERP. All right. I will share but you can actually, okay, never mind. You can actually see yeah, yes, the, oops, hold on now. So if you want to register, you can go to this link, all right, on sunsin.com. Okay, any question? So next Thursday is going to be your first quiz, which will be an open book quiz. So maybe I will do it. I will give you some time to answer after we use this simulation. Okay. So means after after I introduce you to this simulation, and then I will give you the quiz. Right. This simulation also contains some international trade activities, right? Import export. Okay. Any question before I adjourn today's class? All right. So it's time now is around 4:38. So okay. So if you do not have any, okay, if you do not have any questions, so I want to adjourn today's class. But let me check again. Gusti, are you here? Yeah, I saw your name just now. Yeah, Gusti is here. So when you want to play this Monsoon Sim, make sure that your internet connection is stable, okay? And then yeah, okay, that's all. All right, okay. Thank you very much for your attendance and also your commitment. See you again, inshallah, next Thursday. All right. So make sure you registered in the Monsoon Sim system. Okay. Use a simple email. Use your common email address and also a simple password. All right. Thank you very much. See you again, inshallah, and bye bye. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you, Doctor.
Welcome.
Thank you, Doctor.
Thank you, Doctor.